Hello and welcome back, everyone. And today it's a little bit more personal with me and you. We did it. We hit 200,000 subscribers, and that's no small number, actually. I mean, if you consider the fact that I've made over 2,000 videos at this point, then it comes out to about 100 subscribers per video, which looks a little bit less good, but I think that kind of speaks more about the kind of channel this is than anything. I mean, 67 million views later, a lot of people probably don't know the whole story of this channel because it's so old at this point that a lot of you probably haven't stuck around the whole time. You joined at some point, maybe during the Universe Sandbox days, maybe during the City Skylines days, maybe during the Powder Toy days, or maybe even during Space Simulation Toolkit. My channel has had this interesting thing where it kind of locks onto a specific game that the algorithm just kind of forces me to play for a while before I find something new. Yeah, I mean, when this started, I was, what was it, 2012? So that would have made me 11 years old. I was pretty young. Now I have a job, a house, a child, a wife. It's been quite the journey, and obviously none of it could have happened without any of you, but also none of it could have happened if I hadn't sat down in a chair and made a video every day. And that's kind of where I want to. Later on, you're going to get a montage of some of the best moments in my channel, but I want to start this off with just kind of a message from me, because a lot of people, I get a lot of messages on Discord and or in my comments and or people asking me in person, how do you do it? First off, there is luck involved. Any YouTuber who tells you that they just work so hard, you know, that maybe a little bit. And there is strategy, there is. I have specific strategies which I will keep people in on and how I got this far, but it is also like an easy job. Sorry guys, pulling the mask off of the other YouTubers out there. They're all blessed, and if they act like their lives are terrible because they have to make videos, then I mean, I was in the boat where I was using YouTube to pay rent for a while, so it wasn't always just a hobby. And even then, like, trust me, it's much more fun than a normal job. Any streamer or YouTuber who says otherwise are out of their mind. They are completely disconnected from reality, and you probably shouldn't trust what they have to say. That's another thing about becoming a YouTuber. You meet a lot of other YouTubers, and a lot of the ones I looked up to, man, they're not the same behind the camera as they are in front of the camera. Yeah, it's better just not meet them, honestly. Just pretend they're perfect, awesome people. But anyways, not to throw shade at other YouTubers right now. This is about our success as a channel and going through kind of that. I wanted to clue you guys into a simple truth, which is that I'm from Generation Z, right? I was born in 2001. Right when things got real interesting in the world, and my generation has this issue of nihilism. We kind of, a lot of us have this belief that, you know, no matter what you do, you're kind of screwed. The world's gonna end anyway, guys. We're gonna be underwater in a couple of years. Why try? And it's just very sad, you know, because we really do live in this really interesting new world where you can kind of just do anything. Like, the access to being kind of who you want to be is so much bigger than it's ever been before. I started my YouTube when I was 11 and turned it into a profitable thing, and you may say, but Spike, that's luck. And yeah, maybe that is partially luck, but I also taught myself how to program, getting myself my first real job. Yeah, you could also say that's luck, but like, no, I just worked very hard. And I took a lot of risks. I moved down to Texas at one point to kind of chase job opportunity and kind of get my stuff together, figure out how to live on my own. And the point I'm making here is you can just do things. Like, I don't want this 200,000 thing to really be just about me, because, like, I got views on YouTube, that's cool. But I have a little bit of an audience, so I want to tell you guys, you can do things. Like, if you've just been waiting, if I had just waited and waited for success to hit me, my channel never would have gone popular. Like, the first hundreds of videos, hours and hours and hours of work led to nothing. 20 subscribers, 30 subscribers, and then it started to snowball. You know, I found a niche in Universe Sandbox and things started moving, and if I hadn't made hundreds and hundreds of videos before that where I was an absolute dork, didn't know what I was doing, and I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm still an awful editor. I have to get help, but the reason why it works is because I'm just stubborn and I just keep making videos. Because even if people don't like the video, they don't have to watch it, but someone will. And my point is, if you want to do something, if you want to succeed in something, if you want to make it to the next level, it doesn't matter if it's YouTube, you know? You know, if you want to ask a girl out, you gotta do it. I'm sorry. You can tell yourself it's gonna be a no. You can tell yourself, I'm not gonna get the job. You can tell yourself, I can't learn to program. It's very hard. But, like, you can, and the only person who's going to hold you back is you, and I don't care where you were born or, you know, how much money you had. My parents were not rich. My first gaming computer was $400, and I used my YouTube check to buy it. You know, I reinvested all of the money I earned at that point back into the channel, and I did that a lot. And everyone will look at me and be like, how much did you spend on that computer and those games and everything? I'd be like, well, you see, in order to make better content, I need a better computer so it doesn't lag. And they'd be like, that is such a waste of money. It's like, no, you see, when you're building up to something and you have a goal, it's okay to invest in your future, whether it be money or time. As long as you are continually working towards that goal, it's okay, right? You don't have to be afraid. You don't gotta be a nihilist. It's such an easy thing to fall down where you say, I can't do it. The world's terrible. The rich people are too rich. The 1% are holding me down. I'm gonna become a communist. But no, the only person you're really hurting is yourself. You're actually actively lying to and deluding yourself to think that you are incapable of doing any of these great things, because you really are. I mean, if you watch my channel, you're probably better off than most people, because my channel isn't just, well, hopefully. I mean, sometimes, but it's not quite as mindless as other gaming content. I mean, we talk about a lot of fun science and stuff, and things get interesting, you know? I don't think we're quite at Cocomelon levels of brain rot, and one of the things that really killed my channel over time was the move from long-form serialized content like my Great City Skyline series to now people only have the attention span to watch a 10-minute video, and I don't mesh as well with that. I like building things over time and kind of making a story, and YouTube's kind of walked away from me on that. But now that I have a job and stuff, I don't really have to care as much. I do miss, like, 2016, 2014, good years. YouTube was a very different place, but really the point I just want to get across, and you guys are the reason that I feel this way. Like, if you guys hadn't held me up and kind of pushed me and taught me about, you know, community and the things you can do, I probably wouldn't be the person I am now, and I wouldn't be now repeating to you guys the same thing you told me, that I could do it. You know, some of you were there from the very beginning, all the way back in the days of Roblox Fireworks, in the comments saying you got something, and it just means a lot, you know? And I just want to give that back to you. I want to take the moment to say, you've got this, you know? A lot of this channel are on the younger side, which means you have a lot of time to get your life together. And I'm going to tell you that space between when you're 16 and when you're 20, the amount of growth you can do during that time is astronomical. Like, you can completely rebuild the person you are during that time and really get yourself off to a good start. So don't let the world, don't let the news, don't let the politics, don't let any of it make you feel like things are over. It's never Jover. It's never. It's okay. Joe's retiring now. He's getting a nice comfy life, and just like at some point you're going to be able to retire, even if Social Security is gone. We'll still manage. We'll figure it out because we're smart and we're capable. And if there's something special about Gen Z after the millennials, we kind of got to watch the millennials make mistakes and learn from it. And we're a lot more carefree, for better or for worse, like half of us, but the other half of us are just in this pit of self-pity and despair. And like, you guys got this. But like, really, I really believe in you people, and I hope you stick around and keep watching the channel. But I really just want all of you to realize that something like my channel doesn't get to 200,000 subscribers just purely off of luck, or purely off of, you know, nepotism or anything else. You can do it. You can. You really can just do things. You really can change your life. And it starts with you just starting. I know, terrible advice. I know. Just start. Just start. Start doing something. Start doing something you care about, and just every day get closer to that goal you have. Because otherwise, you'll be sitting there, and you'll ask yourself, "Wow, what did I do with the time?" Because it goes by really fast. It really does. Those, what is it, 13 years now since I started this channel? Like, those years went by really fast. I feel like it was just yesterday that I started it, and I was literally half the age I am now. It's just crazy. It really is. So, anyways, thank you, everyone. I really do appreciate getting the channel this far. It's been an incredible roller coaster. One of the most interesting communities at times. You guys have driven me absolutely insane. At times I've felt like the luckiest guy ever. And now I understand that just when you have 200,000 people in a room, some of them are going to be crazy. You know? If you have 10 people in a room, some of them are going to be crazy. But so many of you aren't crazy. So many of you are just like normal, good people. And the crazies, I mean, they're still watching the videos, so I still get my ad revenue from them, so I guess it's okay. My very small sliver of ad revenue that's left at this point. But I do plan on making more videos. My life has gotten pretty complicated with the baby and the wife and stuff, but in a way, all of that also can be strangely attributed to you supporting me. Like, if I hadn't had the ability to use the YouTube to kind of launch myself off on a little adventure, I'd have none of it. So I really do owe it to you guys, and I hope you understand that this is just me trying to be honest and open with you. And yeah, I really just appreciate you guys for all you've done for me. And cue the montage. Cue the montage. Peace out, everyone.
Hello, peoples of Minecraftia. This is Spike Viper and Moneybags8008. Say hi. Hi. And this is our Minecraft server. Wow, nice tundra. We are playing vanilla Minecraft. No mods, no texture pack. We could do mod reviews, maybe.
Well, I need a smaller mod, not something that just changes the entire face of Minecraft.
Like Tekkit.
Hello, Kingdom. That's a good mod, but it turns Minecraft into an RPG.
Isn't it an RPG? It is an RPG.
Well, that's not role-playing.
You're not really a dude made of blocks, are you? Whoa, this is a nice dock right here, but wanna go sailing? Oh, PvP is on? Oh, I guess it is.
I am starving to death.
Well, you should have killed some more pigs, mister.
I was fine to kill some
Non-pig
pigs.
killer.
About how...
Nope. Jump in your boat and sink. I'm going in this direction. Nothing can stop me. Ah, come on. I'm just going straight in this direction. So meet me straight in this direction.
All because you abandoned me.
Oh, I just found an island with lots of pigs on it.
One more person and thanks. Really.
I was coming for you.
It's
Piggy!
down an island and I died.
Piggy! I was coming for you. Creeper! Oh God, no! Piggy! We will be united! No! Piggy! I shall shield you throughout the night! Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God! Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different from the norm, and we are going to recreate the creation of the Earth accurately. Now, because of the limitations of this game, we aren't going to focus on the rest of the solar system so that things don't get gravitationally pulled into each other. We're just going to focus on Earth, and we're going to go to the point where small objects begin colliding. So, gravity begins to take hold of these small particles, which these aren't actually small. This is skipping forward a bit. As you can see, as the asteroids slowly coalesce through gravity, they begin forming a sphere. These hit the young Earth and they heat it up and cause it to expand. Now we are actually beginning to see the Earth warm. If you look against a planet like Mercury, we have actually gained quite a bit of size in a considerably short amount of time, and we are actually gaining enough that it could actually eat a full Pluto, so let's do that to speed up the process a bit. As we can see, we've actually hit almost 1/100th of the size of Earth, and now things are going to start getting interesting. We can basically speed up the growth quite a bit, because this thing can eat Mercury now, which is going to speed this up quite a bit, and now we are at about the mass of Earth. So through a lot of collisions, the Earth has finally hit the correct size exactly. 4.45 billion years ago, the Earth met another planet or planetoid. What happened was this object, about the size of Mars, crashed into the Earth, and it happened at quite a high speed, and it was a grazing shot. It did not hit Earth head on. If it had hit head on, it actually would have destroyed the world. So here we have Mars, which is going to have a grazing shot on Earth, I think, unless we miss, which is fine. We can turn it. It's not the end of the world. Well, almost the end of the world, actually, if you want to be accurate about it. And we have a grazing shot that's going to hit Earth, hopefully, if I don't mess this up completely. There we go. Nope, actually hit it there. A grazing shot that hits Earth, but not enough to actually completely destroy the Earth, but enough to do a lot of damage, which would have actually completely obliterated the Mars-sized object, which we can simulate if you here we go. That died. So what's left over is a ring of debris, which we don't actually have a ring here, but we can actually do that very quickly. Let's just add some rings, and we'll just add rings that look like Saturn's, because you know that looks nice. The moon does not feel like playing along with this, so we're just going to auto-orbit and leave it be. Young Earth is now cooling down over time. Its rings are forming the moon. As time goes by, the temperature will drop because of radiation out into space. Finally, the Earth cools down. Water began to form liquid water. There we go. No life yet, so let's go over to our atmosphere and give it an atmosphere. Bam. Long time later, the first forms of life begin, and the Earth began to turn green. And thus, the next phase of life began after a mass extinction, but it brought up basically modern life, or a far-off version of it, that was able to use the great oxygen. to create energy. And then we got the dinosaurs get hit by asteroid. And no more dinosaurs. Goodbye, dinosaurs. And... ooh, entering the atmosphere. Bam. And extinction. But guys, that is my hashtag completely accurate version of the creation of the Earth in Universe Sandbox 2. I will see you all next time, and if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more. Hello and welcome back to City Skylines. I know it's been a while. How are you guys doing? Our city is about to hit 100. Oh, can you at least let me do my intro? These random disasters are getting really annoying now. Okay, this is a bit more serious than I thought it would be. The dam district is gone. The dam is gone. Okay, first off, this looks very dramatic because it is very dramatic. The population has already dropped by 5,000, so we have 5,000 dead. So our emergency fire systems are online. Let's see if we get lights back on in the city. 3, 2, 1. There we are. This is going to be a problem. This is a lot of water, and because of that, we need to open emergency outways. We are going to open up the emergency floodgates, and we're going to give the water a more efficient way to leave the entire dam area. Hopefully the buildings in Sterling Park are strong enough to handle. I mean, the tiny ones at front are definitely going to be collapsed. There's no question about it. It's going up like a story a second. This is pretty bad. I don't think there's much of a question about it. Sterling Park is now kind of dead. Here is what the flood war has come down to. 1 million flood trucks. And a line. Just an orange stream of trucks. That's kind of really sad to watch the amount of children drop slowly. Oh man. There's a lot of damage. Can we set this up? Yes, we can. Okay, so we've got a dam back. Good. So things aren't looking quite as bright as usual in New Vooperia. However, I believe that we have done a pretty good job of handling the disaster. So I guess we're going to figure everything else out next time. Bye. Hello and welcome back to San Vooperia, where I forgot we actually have a tornado coming in. So, oh boy. Okay, that is actually quite a bit of no, my power grid. Oh, thank God we have it spread out over multiple things. Welcome to Vooperia, where we're ready for literally anything. Is that a tsunami, or is that just a hill in the distance? That looks an awful lot like a tsunami. Oh yeah, that's a big one. But it's okay, we dealt with the level 20 something before. Oh, there's another one behind it too. And that one looks pretty menacing as well. Okay, so this wall is now large enough that I'm not super worried. Oh, it's taking all the water. It's pulling all the water back. Okay, so it's been hit. It looks like the initial wall is not going to be slowing this down much. And the second one is probably going to go completely over it. Okay, so the main flood wall is pushing it back, but not enough. Wow, these dual tsunamis. Yikes, those are two big ones too. This is actually gonna go over the wall. I can see it right now. Stop it. Stop, tsunami. Oh, it's going over. That's it. It's going over. That second tsunami we are not ready for. That may actually be worse than the first one, even though it's a smaller tsunami. I don't know what level that one is, but that's really pouring over. We've got flooding. This is the first tsunami in a very long time to actually hit the city. We're losing buildings. It just keeps going. Oh, this is gonna go around and it's gonna hit again. And there's just still massive waves everywhere. Abandoned buildings everywhere. Like half of my buildings over here are abandoned now. Are we ready to let people out here? I think we are. Okay, well that was pretty intense. But we just dealt with like 2 max-sized tsunamis. I'm pretty confident we can survive pretty much anything now. The city is slowly coming back from quite a bit of damage there. Okay, well, that's looking good. I think that's gonna be it for today. Oh, this map is really messed up. Okay, so now we have the Ultra Dam. I think there's one thing everyone wants to see. You want to see the dam fail. You want to see my efforts implode, okay? Let's first see what happens if we, for some reason, have a clog in the system. One of the turbines are taken out completely. The other turbine has reduced capacity. The dam water is now actually very warm. The dam is boiling. You can see the water popping up from the little bits of steam going through. Oh shoot, the top of the dam is steaming! We got the steam building up. It's going to bubble through and explode. Oh, wow. It's stabilized. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a kick. We're gonna put a little bit more deuterium into it and see if giving it a tiny bit of a kick. Maybe a few kicks. I mean, it's certainly Oh, what happened there? Oh, the insulation burned off. Oh, shoot! The insulation lining this pipe burned off. It caught on fire and went away. But I'm gonna do fancy display just so that we can see this. Look at that. The amount of water being pushed out. The entire dam is pretty much being emptied by this. Alright, so I think our soft meltdown test went really well. That was the soft meltdown test. Let's increase the amount of deuterium that's inside of the center, because before we had 1 limited dot, but if we brought that up to, let's say, 5, this is going to very, very quickly surpass the limits that it was designed for. It's actually damaging the edges of the reactor already. So the hard meltdown, you can see the amount of radiation leaking is already way, way more than what was there before, and the actual dam is beginning to be damaged. The heat is still building up. It's at a steady 1200 degrees. We got molten titanium just chilling here. The ceramic is oh, there goes the cooling system. We got our eruption here. It's got to be getting... Oh! It would appear that the ground around the reactor is beginning to melt. Without any cooling, I guess the surrounding area is the cooling. I'm kind of curious if this will actually like fully melt down at some point. No? No? Doesn't want to? Sad. Alright, it's time for the full mega meltdown situation. Alright, so the system's been off for a while, and rather than shutting off the valve, someone forgot. And it's just been filling with deuterium for the past month. And an employee is about to start the reactor without checking to make sure that the tank is empty. We can go frame by frame. So the moment after this occurs, all of the deuterium goes off in a chain reaction, hitting 10,000 degrees Celsius. All of the titanium around the reactor core is immediately turned into molten titanium. After one more moment, it's shattered and it begins leaking. It takes about 5 more milliseconds for things to begin leaking into the water. Let a little bit more time go on and we can see that the molten ceramic is being thrown off of the dam, and we're about to have a massive neutron burst come out. Yeah. Now, if you live on this side, you are absolutely doomed. For example, we're just gonna put a nice brick of iron and say it's a building. We got our city here. Yeah, radiation gonna kind of slight problem for people living in the city. But you'll notice in the other direction, the water volume of the dam is actually kind of defending.
Even if the meltdown occurred, it could have been worse. The dam at least acted as some sort of defense mechanism, not just against the water, but against the radiation in the hot material. Alright guys, I have actually managed to pull off everything I wanted to do today. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace out. Hello and welcome everyone back to Space Simulation Toolkit, where last time we looked at some of the crazy things we can do with planets. So let's go ahead and build a planet. Got a bit of stone here. I did that in the wrong order. It's fine. This is just gonna floop. Oh, okay. All right, so now we have a very nice molten core. There's already cracks all throughout this planet, so we don't have to worry about that. But we can do some really cool things. Like for example, I can inject water into this. If I inject some water into here, you know what happens when water touches heat, right? It's going to turn into steam and actually expand. And we want that. And I'm gonna abuse this. I'm going to add more and more. And now we've got kind of a mantle forming, as you can see. Look as the water is trying to find a way to escape. This crack is slowly being widened as the pressure continues forcing through. And any second now, it's going to get to the surface. This is gonna form like a mountain. It's gonna push him. Oh, look at all that. Whoa! Oh my God. Look at all of it. Look at all of it go! Guys, was that not super satisfying to watch? That's gotta be like the top 3 most satisfying things that ever happened on this channel. This is gonna be cool. Watch this. And you're gonna notice that as I turn the multiplier up, it's gonna start pulling pieces that are loose off of the planet. Look, big chunks of the stone are starting to fall in. The planet is literally crushing. You know, oh, there we go. There's a big piece just fell in. This plate here has formed and it's slipped up, creating a mountain here. And then over here, look at that. That's a massive, massive plate that's going under the other plate. All right, let's go ahead and stuff some water into it and see what happens. It's probably gonna form an ocean on one of the fault lines. All right, there we go. That was a huge injection of water, probably way too much. All right, let's inject a tiny bit more. All the pressure. Oh! Ho! Whoa! It just pushed that entire glacier out. That was insane. That was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy, my guys. Let's do one last thing. I'm going to build a meteor. I am probably just dumb. Here we go. This is good enough. Now we're going to heat this up. We're going to heat up this bit of stone ridiculously. Boom. Super heated meteor incoming. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Do you see the amount of damage that did? Whew! Crazy. This planet's been through a lot, so let's go ahead and pop it like a balloon. Insane amount of pressure. Go. Ooh. Oh, it's been vaporized. Well, thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you want to see more. Also, remember, Valor.gg. The guy who made the game is there right now. Bye.